Hey guys, so today's a bit of a day in the life with my crazy green horse Melody Panda. Melody Panda, this day in the life is only like breakfast to lunch. I already had breakfast, so that's good. And the reason why I have my vest on, like my protection vest, is Melody Panda is my green horse. So I need to wear it. So let's groom Melody Panda and get some ready for the day, because we do have a lesson today. Well, not a lesson, but like a training day. First thing I always do every single time I'm around Melody Panda is I give her some pets, because she just needs to be nice and calm. And I pick out Melody Panda's hooves. So Melody Panda did rear up just now, so she is a bit green. But the next thing, I'm going to give her a treat so she can calm down. And then I'll give her some water. And finally, before tacking up, I need to brush her off. Now it's time to tack her up. So the first thing I always do is I put on her saddle pad. So that's on. And then we put on her saddle. Okay, the next thing I need to do is put on her leg wraps. Okay, she's a little high up, so it was a little tricky, but I did manage to get her bridle on. Now that Melody Panda is all tacked up, I did just lead her out. So she is, like, her arched neck is definitely a red light, like a red flag. So I'm going to take her to Steve's farm and lunge her. Okay, so here's the lunging supplies. So Melody Panda is now on the lunge line, so I'm going to do some walk, trot, canter. And if she gallops, it's fine. I'll just let her go, but sometimes she's a little crazy. Okay, let's start with some walk. Nice, slow little circle. So sometimes she's not fully willing. Maybe she's overly willing sometimes. But with her very short strides, come on. Oh, no, walk. Oh my gosh, you're being so complicated. Okay, so her short strides and arched neck, she is kind of stressed. So I'm gonna let her trot. Oh, no, trotting. Good. Just gonna let her trot for a while. Okay, she's been trotting for about 5 minutes. Oh, no. Slow. Whoa. Okay. That's better. So we're gonna try a little canter. Good. So she's being really good today. So I'm just gonna work her on the lunge, let her out on a bigger circle so she can really just stretch out. Good girl. Good, and slow down. Good. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little canter, but she does buck around the second time she canters. So I'm gonna not put that on. She just was bucking a ton and now she's taking off. So I'm gonna try to slow her down. Good girl, that was so good. I'm just gonna canter her one more time. We've been lunging her for 10 minutes. Usually that's good. So slow her down and walk. Good, and ho. Alright, that was a good lunging session. It took about 11-12 minutes, which we don't want it to be too long, but we want to kind of get the energy out. Okay, so I just went over to her, so I'm hopping on now. And the plan is, I'm just gonna, oh, there's another rider, that's fine. It's good for her to do that, like see other ponies. But we're just gonna walk for a little while. Oh, why did the gate open? Let's go past that. Good girl. So we're just gonna walk for a little bit. And then we're gonna change directions and walk the other loop. And then we will do some trotting. So I'm asking her to back up a little bit. Good girl. Just so she can kind of pay attention to me a little bit. Oh, let's not do that. Okay. Good girl. Just some bending. Good. Now let's try, we did do the other lap, just so you know. But we changed directions because it's just, I like to switch directions often. So we're doing some trot just because it's more calming. We are going to do a sitting trot because whenever I post, she gets excited. So I'm making sure she bends regularly. Hi, pretty pony. Okay. So it's just more calming for her. Pass the pony. Good job. Okay, so she was a little spooky. So when we changed directions, so I'm just doing a sitting trot on a bit of a smaller circle. She's doing good. Okay, so she's been really good, and I changed directions, and we walked and then trotted. So now we're gonna do a bit of a canter. Good. This is so amazing. Oh, bit of a buck there. That's fine. It's fine. Let's just keep her going. Oh, okay. So we're just gonna have her bend in a nice big-ish circle. Good, and keep bending, keep bending. Good girl, this is a lot better. This is a lot better. Okay. And then we're going to take a trot break. Okay. And then back up to canter. Good. This is so good for her. She's doing amazing. So I think we're going to change directions and then do the same thing and then head to the big arena. Okay, so we're moving up into the canter. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, bit of a buck. That's fine. Good. Good girl. And back down to trot. And back up to canter. Do a little bit more cantering and then I'll let you know. Okay, we canter for one more loop. So we're going down to a trot, and now a walk. Good girl. So we're gonna head over to the big arena and just let her check it out over there. Oh, it's so funny. You're so funny. Good girl. Okay, so we're at the arena. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk her on a small circle on this end of the arena, and then do a bit of trot, toe walk, and then I'll do some trot to canter transitions. Okay, we finished walking around, so we're gonna do a walk to trot and sitting trot because it's more relaxed. Yeah, good girl. Oh, good. A little bit of swerve there, but that's just fine. And we're gonna go down to a walk. Good girl. And up to a trot. Sitting. Good. She is being so good today. And then let's try a bit of a post. Good, and back to sitting. Bit of a post. Oh, no, that was too much for her. Into this walk. And sitting trot. Good. Okay, now we're doing the same thing in the other direction. We already did 2 loops of walk and then some trot. We're gonna do a walk, a trot to canter transition. Good girl. Good. Oh, you're fine. Good girl. Let's circle her so she's nice and relaxed. Good. And canter. Good girl. That's a good girl. She's a bit spooky of the corners, so let's avoid the corners. Good girl. And back to trot. And walk. Just change directions. Melody-Panda is such a sweet girl. I got her from an auction. There will be a story, like, I will post a video of Melody-Panda's story. There will not be many visuals. It'll just be kind of me talking with Melody-Panda next to me. So anyways, let's get out the poles. So I got out some poles and little tiny jumps. So we're gonna try the poles, see how she does at the walk, trot, canter, and then we're gonna do some right now. Before I do anything, I'm just letting her check it out. Her ears are pricked. She's very interested. So we're just gonna head down there slowly and do the poles. Okay, here are the first set of poles. This is really nice. I really liked setting this up because it lets her kind of bend at the same time as going over the poles. She really liked this exercise too. Now we're trying it in the other direction. Good girl. She is doing so good. Now let's change directions and do it at the trot in that way. Okay, good girl. So I'm aware this is not the same direction, so we're just gonna go out. Good girl. And change directions. Good girl. This is going so unbelievably well. Like, she only bucked a few times. Alright, let's pick up the canter. Good girl. She's doing amazing today. I try to go as slow as possible with her just to keep everybody safe. Look at the way she just kind of floats and bounces over those poles. Good girl. Okay. Oh, okay. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. And whoa. Okay, so she did buck a little bit. So I'm just gonna bend her through these cones at the walk, trot, and canter, just to get her feeling back to where she was, because she was doing amazing. Good girl. And we're gonna pick up the trot, sitting, and weave back through them. Good girl. Good girl. Alright. And we'll pick up the canter and go through them again. Good. Now let's do some jumping. Okay, so I have this little course set up. And I think she'll like it. Okay, so I'm just walking her over this first jump. Oh, I'm trying to trot over that jump. Oh, good girl. We're not doing that. Good girl. Okay, time for the big jumps. Well, I call them big, they aren't really. Let's do them at a trot. She gets a little excited when it comes to jumping. That's fine. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Bit of a refusal there. You're fine. And let's try it at a canter. Good. Amazing. Okay. Let's canter her over this jump. Good girl. Good. Good. She likes tight jumps. I don't know why. They are harder for most horses, but she just really likes it. Come on. Good girl. Alright, let's get some higher jumps up. So I set up these jumps. They are high, I know. We're going to do the smaller ones first. Just notice how through the gates I have shorter reins than I usually do, just because she's a green horse. Okay, we're going to start with the black one and then the yellow one, just because it's simpler for her. Let's move up to a canter. Okay. I'm going to let her sniff it first. Good girl. I'm gonna back her up. Okay. Good girl. And then over that one. Good. Whoa, no. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, that was not expected. So we're gonna circle her. She did knock that down. But it's okay. You're fine. Good girl. We're gonna move over this one. Good. And then we're gonna try the one that she knocked over. I did clean up the pole, but I thought it was a good opportunity for her. Oh, yep. If you saw the end results, she was amazing. I did work her off camera for a little bit, but she was so good. Let me show you the jump that she went over. Like, I worked her for about a half hour over small jumps, and then we worked up to this one. Look how high that is. That's amazing. It's just awesome. So, great job, Melody Panda. So we're gonna head back. Look at her face. It's so cute. Boop. Okay, so we're gonna head back to the stables. And I'll show you my routine with her. Okay, so we just arrived at the stables. So the first step is to hop off. And then I'm going to lead her into her stall. So just gonna lead her. First, give her lots of pats because, I mean, obviously she deserves them. Then I'll lead her over to her stall. She's just so big when I'm leading her, it feels like. I mean, look at those sassy steps. Like, oh my gosh. Girl is confident. There's your friend Ultra Apricot. Okay. I'm leading her in the stall, you good girl. And she often faces her hay net, so she eats her hay net. Well, I untie her. The first step is to take off her bridle. There we go. I just filled up her hay net, so that's taken care of. The next step is I take off her saddle and then her saddle pad. Then I go ahead and take off her leg wraps, and then she's fully untacked. And I have a few more things I need to do with her. Okay, and then what I do is I put on, so I put on her bridle again because, sorry, I am so sorry, Melody Panda, but unfortunately, unfortunately, I cannot afford a halter for her right now, but I do get paid for teaching lessons tomorrow. You serious? Sorry, she just didn't want to be let to yank the reins out of my hands. I get paid for giving lessons tomorrow. Okay. So I'll see you when she's in the wash. Okay, so she is finally in the wash rack. So as I was saying, I will get paid for giving lessons tomorrow. So that feels so good on her. Good. And then I brush that water off, soap her up. And then I go to the other side, soap her up, rinse, and then she's done. And then she has all these hearts above her head because she's super happy. And while she's drying off, I have a few chores. While she's drying off, she's just in the wash rack right now. Hi ponies, I gotta run over to this room over here. And here's their feed and stuff. So I'm gonna prepare that. And all the horses got their hay, well, grain really. And now I just gotta kind of fill up the water buckets. Last water bucket filled. So what I'm going to do now is I need to do one more chore, mucking out. So let me do that. I did not want you to see the details of that job, so I just finished. All right, by now, melody-panda is all dry. Before you come at me, she loves going bareback after, like, because she's a green horse, I know that, but because she actually prefers bareback over with a saddle, but I do not do bareback with her very often because of safety reasons. But I do after rinsing her off because she is very, like, chill with it. She's very in a good mood. So okay. The next step is to take off her bridle. Sorry. Okay. So I just take off her bridle. Come on. And that's about it. So I'm gonna go have lunch, but not after, okay. Yeah, I was, okay, so just give her some treats. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna give her some pets. Good girl. She is such a sweet horse. She honestly just is a little nervous and green. So I'm gonna go have my lunch. So I'll show you what it is. So I was planning on, like, so I have some food in here, but I was planning on going to a little restaurant, but unfortunately it started raining and it shut down. Like, it closed temporarily. So I have some food in here. I'll sit at this table, and I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Bye!